Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you guys so much for joining me here and welcome to my table. If you're new here, hello, my name is Zachary. It's nice to meet you. If you're returning, it's good to see you again. Pull up a chair, my friends. I did save you a seat. So, Taurus, it's good to see you. I do have a message here for you today I'm excited to get into. This is a message for somebody who is feeling a bit of pressure, irritation, maybe feeling that there is something on the other end of something else. I feel a lot of pressure and irritation, like I was saying, regarding moving towards something or creating something. Like there's been a feeling of wait, pause, that pregnant pause, right? That just the absolution that never comes is kind of what I'm feeling here. So this is a general message, you guys. Please keep that in mind. You are extremely intelligent, so please use your head, heart, and intuition to decipher if this message is for you. And if it's not, please leave it behind. Let's get into it a little bit further. So I do have some channeled messages, Taurus. The first thing that came through was actually Obadiah, which comes, I know the word, it's a Latin verb. I mean, I don't know, I'm not super great at Latin, but it's in the White Light Oracle deck. Obadiah. So it's a Latin verb that means to obey, obedience. This turned into flow. So the way that the book talks about it too is not like, we're just listening to every command because we are obedient, whether this is spirit or someone around us. This is to be in flow. It's to be in a state of surrender to the point that you are being moved to where it is that you need and want to go. So really it's kind of removing resistance, right? To obey is to remove resistance. And I'm not talking, we're being very careful about what it is that we're being obedient to. This is obedience to our plan. This is obedience to spirit. When we are asking for input, we're asking for direction. This is the flow that we're following, okay? I'm not talking about necessarily anything here in the mortal realm. This is about spirit today, okay? The next thing that came through was brack. And I had never, I'm like, that's not even a word. Brack. Turns out it is a word. I've never heard it before, but it means a crack or flaw. So interesting. A crack or flaw. And then it's also could be a surname. It's also a traditional Irish bread. I just thought that was cool. Brack. I've never heard of brack. So a crack or flaw. This is really what's standing out to me here. It feels like there is like the stage behind the curtain is kind of what's been coming through here. This image of a stage with the curtain drawn. So we don't necessarily know what's behind the curtain yet. Maybe we bought a ticket to a specific show, so there's an expectation. This is what is going to be behind the curtain. This is not from the perspective of somebody watching the show, though. This is you, like you are the producer, you are the actors. This is your theater, okay? So I'm like presenting something to the world. Getting something ready behind the scenes to present to the world. A crack or flaw here, though. I do feel like maybe there is a bit of not necessarily full on perfectionism, but almost, but almost there. Or maybe even just a fear that someone, group of people, your job, your family may perceive something about you as weak if there is a crack or flaw. We'll get into it a little bit further. The next thing I was shown was this glass swan that had its wings outstretched as if it were in flight. So the way that I take that is freedom, a form of freedom. Grace now becoming a part of the sky. I love this. Or grace taking flight. They feel like two forces that are coming together to balance that crack, flaw, irritation, and this grace and protection of the swan too. I was also given burnt orange as a color. Sacral fatigue is something that came through for me on that. So Taurus, you may be experiencing some sacral fatigue in the way of creativity. Maybe you're a writer, we're all artists in some way, right? We're all creators. Maybe you're feeling blocked here in some way. It feels like you're looking for direction, but there's still also, this is where this Obadiah is coming in. There's still also this push. This balance, okay? We'll get into it. So let's get into oracle cards here that were pulled. Two came through the alchemy deck, Wild Unknown Alchemy. So the New Pearl is the first one here. And then the Void, Ether, the Void. So this is where I'm getting something to be created. This is where I'm getting the stage here with the drawn curtain. What is behind here? What is being produced here in the void? The new pearl. So something new is developing for you, Taurus. You are participating in this though, but this feels like something that because things do take time here in the mortal realm. Not that you've given up on it necessarily, but maybe you've lost your consistency towards putting effort, energy into this manifestation. This is the beginning stages of it, though, is kind of what I'm getting. So maybe there's some more in your chart here that's bringing some impatience forward, right, Taurus? So this pearl here starts as, whether we want to look at it as a grain of sand. I'd heard once that it's actually a parasite that gets trapped as a pearl. I would imagine that it's probably anything, any sort of intruder that starts this process of building a pearl. So just one grain of sand, just one that comes in here, it starts this irritation, but this process of irritation now starts growing into this pearl. It's not ready yet. The pearl is not there. With the void here too, it's being developed. It's not here, it's not there, so it's on the way, right? It's on the way. Okay, let's get into this a little further. Talisman Oracle. Want to? For Taurus here at this time, please. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. And if you guys have been watching for a minute, I am doing the signs this month. I may continue to do the signs as well as the collectives. I won't be doing extendeds on the signs here, though. I will still have them on the collectives. So if you are a member to the channel, no worries. You'll still get your goodies. For Taurus here, passion, passion. Always in fashion. This is the driving force here to develop this pearl, to accept the irritant, to obey the irritant. Ooh, interesting. Blessed day. Ooh, blessed day. Blessed day. So y'all, I feel like there are overcoming fear. Okay, yeah. Maybe there's a bit of a fear towards or anxiety towards the irritant. Maybe there's even some trauma surrounding irritation, sensory issues, right? So blessed day and passion. I do feel like there's some good days coming forward for you, Taurus, especially with once this pearl, if we can accept the irritating process here, once that's developed, I feel like this fits right on the necklace that you're developing here that you're passionate about, okay? Or bracelet. I didn't wear my pearls today. Pearls can also signify accepting, especially a more natural pearl, because they are not perfectly, perfect like we farm them now. It can symbolize accepting those imperfections. And since we had that cracker flaw there too, I feel like that's a big part of what's going on here. You're being rebirthed, and this is a messy process, right? Everybody gets covered in human liquids, okay? It's a messy process. So if you're expecting it to not be messy or you're trying to avoid that, take this as your sign here to lean into the crunch, okay? Lean into the crunch. All right, so let's grab a Wild Unknown Animal card here for Taurus too, and then we'll get into tarot. The bat. The golden egg here at the bottom too. This is your heart chakra, Taurus. I do feel like we're activating this component here. Passion is really standing out to me. That heart is just, because we've got the heart chakra there, but the stag here too. So the stag can be like a land spirit. Being that you are such a deep earth sign, if you're not out in nature, if you haven't been able to connect with that in a while and you do have the ability to do so, I encourage you to put some more effort into making that real. Even just walking amongst the trees, okay? Or calling for your favorite land spirit here, spot geologically, okay? Or geographically. Geographically. Call on the land spirit of your favorite place is what I'm getting here. So the bat is what came through. This is seeing in the dark. Faith, you guys, knowing that the dawn will break. I get this this request here, though, to switch the way that you are putting energy out and receiving energy. I have noticed a shift personally, just energetically, the way messages come through. There's been a shift, whatever the reason is. Many different things going on, right? Many things. The request here is, I get like, not to strain. Okay, not to strain. Quit squinting. You're trying hard to see something. Okay, you're trying hard to see something, but it's actually making it more blurry. To slack your vision. Okay, relax. Calm down, to relax. All right, Spirit, let's get into tarot here. We'll do Curious Travels here for the first deck. And the way I do these signs, I do use 2 tarot decks here. We're going to start with your hopes and fears. So for Taurus, please, Spirit, Curious Travels, like I said. What do we have for Taurus? Taurus. And happy birthday, Tauruses, you guys. So your hope here, death. Burn it all down. Burn it down. So your hope here at this time is death, for that sweet relief of death, right? Oh my God. Okay. This is a transition. This is something changing, okay? Cutting that turd off. I feel like the goal here, Taurus, is not to feel like shit, right? You are aware maybe there is a lot of stuff that's going on in your life or changing right now, and you're doing your best to flow with that. Keep going, okay? I feel like the hope here is for that to be done. Like, I've been in the birth canal. I've been in the birth canal here for so long. For eons, okay? I feel you. Let's look at a fear here, too. This is the Phantasma Tarot for your second deck. Chariot here at the split. Positive forward movement is available. It's happening. It's happening. Maybe you just moved. But there's faith and trust. Pixie dust there with the... Hey, there's love, too. Maybe some love for Taurus. Faith, trust, and pixie dust with the chariot is what I was saying. All right, for Taurus. You want this one? Okay. All right. Sounds good. 7 of Cups here at the bottom being your fear version. This can be frozen for choice. Too many choices coming through. I do feel like there is a bit of whatever is ending here with the death. It's opening up so much space for you in your life that this may be a bit overwhelming. It's difficult to decide which path to go when you're the fool again, right? You're starting at the beginning. This does feel like a beginning journey. Okay, let's get into it. General energy here to start for Taurus. Knight of Swords. So we're talking about putting thought into action. This is a quick moving speed too. I feel like things have been moving very quickly for you. And whatever this irritant is that's working to produce this pearl, this just feels like one more thing. Like I feel like there's been this succession of events that's happened very quickly that's gotten you to where you are right now. And then the irritant was introduced, whatever this is. This could be something that you're being, kind of directed or forced to change about your life, health habits, or your living, job, relationships, etc. A niggling thought, right? That just won't leave you alone. That's what I'm getting here. 1313 on the timer. It's death also. It's time to let death through. I feel like, are you... okay, with that death, the hope and the fear there of the 7 of Cups. Maybe you're not sure what to let end. Okay. There are many different things that you could end to move towards other things, but you're not sure what the best route is for you at this time. Well, let's get into a little further. 5 of Pentacles comes in to clarify the Knight of Swords. So here we're talking about lack, essentially, being out in the cold. I feel like I'm just seeing this object, well, it's you, that's being tossed around in this undertow, just like circling around, circling. There's nothing about that situation where you've given up on yourself here, but due to the speed, you're getting dizzy. You're not sure how to get out of this. What I'm getting is like the key for you here and coming back into the warmth is to stop flailing. Like the flailing is causing you to spin more. Okay, any other advice here on that, please, Spirit? A flailing Taurus. Divine timing, everything has a higher purpose. So maybe sometimes we gotta flip around there in the undertow for a little bit. Okay, let's check out the good stuff here for you too. What's going on right now? Actually, where do we want to go here? One of these in the general too. I feel like there's just something I'm missing here. What else here for Taurus, please? Tea Leaf Tarot. Desk. Pay attention to your work. Okay. So things may be going on right now. Maybe that undertow that's spinning around is something happening at work where you feel there are a lot of changes that are happening. Maybe you've been let go. Maybe you've quit. There's a need to put some attention towards your work right now. I kind of get this feeling of distraction. Not that we need to make our life about work, but maybe a little bit more creative energy needs to be put towards work right now. Okay, let's look at the good stuff for you too. Two of Swords. That cow. There's been a lot of cow energy coming through here too with divine timing. So Two of Swords, I feel like this is like a pressure release. Being stuck between these two forces that seem to be immovable. We feel like maybe we don't have the ability to get out of this undertow or to just sit with the irritation that's happening so this pearl can be developed. But we can. But wait, we can. It feels like 1616 on the timer. We're thinking or feeling that there are only two options to be had here, but there are many more. Maybe this is like work and family, you and work, you and family or friends. You know what I mean? I feel like there is a greater balance available, but I feel that this pressure will be releasing. Blessed day is what's standing out to me here. Being in your good stuff, this pressure will be releasing soon. Okay. Two of Swords. Well, shit. That's 4 swords. Which is also taking a rest, okay? Being able to heal the heart. I love that. So when they come in the same like that, I take that as validation. That's exactly, Spirit's like, yep, that's what's up. Pressure releasing soon, okay? I love that. The mask coming off here. Being able to see another way through. Anything else here in the good stuff for Taurus, please? Obsession. Focusing too much on one situation, they need to take a step back. And that's an acceptance. Accept past and current situations, work through issues gracefully. With the obsession, what I get from that is the understanding that there are these two major forces pushing on you. The obsession is getting lost and they're thinking these are the only two choices, okay? So calm down, calm down. I can't remember what creator that is. She's, I'm sure somebody knows. She's got millions of followers, but she's got like a German mom and an Italian dad. And she does these voices. It's just absolutely hilarious. I can't remember her name, but I came across her the other day. She was doing an Italian, what is that? Airport worker. Okay. Anyways, she says, calm down, calm down. Anyway, I'm just laughing to myself here. Good stuff for Taurus. Bull, you guys. Ooh, love it. Plenty of material things for Taurus. I do also get this obsession connecting to this here now too. Something that you have had your eye on, and this doesn't have to necessarily be a material thing, but because this came through, this does, like maybe your own place, right? Reliable car, better food, something like that. Something that you've been, that next step of access to abundance here in your life, whatever that looks like. This comes through though when you open up to more than two options, more than A, more than B, more than red, more than blue, right? Okay, let's move further here. What is in the dark or what you don't see coming that's moving forward here? Page of Cups, yes, okay. Something that you've had your eye on or something that you've been working to manifest is finally starting to breach this realm of reality. This Poisson, the fish up here, 1919 on the timer too, is coming down from the heavens, from the 7 of Cups, where it is that we're feeling fear, imagination land. This is where we are manifesting from. This feels like something that maybe others even said you were delusional for wanting, but it's proving to not be, okay? Like you were in the right camp by holding the faith here in this manifestation. I do feel, like I said in the beginning, there is some tiredness, like we're getting fatigued towards this, but hang in there, okay? I feel like an overwhelm of emotion here, but in a very, very positive way. Ooh, okay. I just got more excited about this reading. Let's keep going. For Taurus, Queen of Swords, too. So this is the truth. The Queen of Swords seeks the truth, and she seeks to speak the truth as well, to share and to receive truth. She'll say what needs to be said, regardless of how that may make people feel. So bittersweet. Interesting. Okay, bittersweet. Whatever this manifestation is that's coming forward here, like you're getting what you want, but there is something about it that's not, it's bittersweet. Maybe you like dark chocolate, right? Maybe you like bittersweet. That's kind of what I'm getting from this here. Anything else here towards, yeah, that bee is standing out, actually. There may be some news coming forward here, too, from someone you consider to be your community. What else here, please, Spirit? Putting in the work, action that helps achieve goals, building the path to success. I feel like this is, you've put the work in here, like I was saying, 21:12 on the timer there, too. Whatever this manifestation is that's coming forward, that pearl, you've already put the work into this. It's already in motion. It's already in motion. You've already put the emotion out there. Anything else here on this, please? Lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Ruh-roh, Taurus. Excuse me. Control your anger or you will be sorry. I feel like this is in regards to what you're manifesting here. That anger is, well, whatever emotion, as I'm saying that with putting emotion out there, whatever emotion we're putting into manifestation is what we're getting back in that manifestation. You can manifest with any intense emotion. That's just the currency to manifest. But the price you're paying is when that manifestation comes forward, that emotion is also going to be attached to that. So that's what I'm getting from this. Just be cautious about, especially anger that you're putting out towards your own manifestation. Impatience, maybe even feeling burnt out by the irritation. I get that. I get that. It's okay to scream sometimes. Just don't do it while you're focusing on your manifestations, okay? So your challenge at this time, Taurus, the Star. You know, I don't think I've ever pulled this card in this deck. That looks like I've not seen this card before. The Star. Interesting. That's a cool card. Anyway. So your challenge here right now, I do feel like there is a challenge towards balance. Chakras specifically, connecting to the divine beneath us and above us, right? Being able to pull in hope through your own balance. This is difficult right now. The irritation, the undertow, all of that, okay? What else here for the challenge? 4 of Cups. So I feel like, so that cup here, well, they're all floating around here. There's one cup typically that's being offered here, like from the divine or from an interdimensional realm. This individual, this unicorn, is distracted from seeing that one cup or that offer because they're in a bout of negativity. They're feeling pessimistic. They are overly focused on any one pursuit. They're bored. They're lazy. Okay, that's the 4 of Cups. So the pearl, this makes sense. All of this, the grit from the pearl, the irritation that we're experiencing could be causing us to miss out on this cup. Yeah, the cup here that's coming down here from the Page of Cups. Anger could be a part of that too. So balance, you guys. Get out and connect with the earth. I said that in the beginning there. That's where that balance of our chakra starts. Anything else here in the challenge, please, for Taurus? Acceptance. Accept past and current situations. Work through issues gracefully. And then creativity. Have fun. Express yourself in new ways. I do feel, Taurus, you're trying or you're working really hard to break out. Yeah, spread your wings. Confidence that leads to freedom and growth. To break out of a rut or something that you're just like, you don't want to be or do anymore. What else here in the challenge, please, for Taurus? Ooh, leg. Stepping into a new experience. Yay. Younger woman also fell out here too. Dealings or relationship with a younger woman. I feel like this is less about, this could be a younger woman, you know, involved in your life here specifically. This feels more like we're looking at our younger self as part of the difficulty here. Maybe we had something when we were younger that we want now, or a dream that we were wanting to pursue that we haven't reached yet. You see what I'm saying? Okay, I am going to pull a Medicine Heart Oracle here for you guys to close this out, my Taurus friends. And yes, then I will see you next time. What do we have here for Taurus, please? Last message. Want that one? Yes, okay. This one's got a blindfold on too. Interesting. Isha Hakama. Isha Hakama. All right, I'll read this to you here. So, divine wisdom is guiding your life path. It is true and real, more compelling and reliable than any confusion or concern. What might be regarded as an obstacle today may tomorrow be gratefully recognized as a much-needed protection, ensuring your path and purpose can flourish. You are on a worthy, good, and spiritually necessary journey. Though you may not yet see evidence of it, your fruition is divinely assured. Yes, just like that pearl. We're feeling that irritation. We don't see any other sign or evidence that there is something beautiful, blessed day, that's coming forward. We're being asked to trust that, okay? All right, Taurus, I love you. I hope this message is helpful. If you guys are looking for personal readings, I do have that open and available. I have space here in my personal mentorship program as well. If you're looking for some deeper dive, insight into some spiritual growth for yourself, I would love to chat. Links are going to be in the description of the video as well as a pinned comment. I do have my PayPal links in there too if you feel called to support the channel in that way. I love you guys. Thank you for those who do. I couldn't do this without you. And although I don't have extendeds on these readings, I do have memberships available. You can check that out. Links are in the description there too. All right, I love you, Taurus. Please take care of yourself, and I'll see you all very soon. Be well.